Are you looking to buy a condo? Well, here's the 5 things you need to know before you get started. So what is a condo? Well, a condo is a home grouped in within a community of homes, and the Home Owners Association, or the HOA, is the governing body of that community, and they have different amenities, and within those amenities, you're going to be paying an HOA price. Some people will steer away from looking at a condo because they don't want the added price of an HOA, but you have to look at your price range and your criteria of what you're looking for and see if it's the right fit for you. An HOA could cover the groundskeeping and gardening and give you a parking spot and a spot within a community, and a condo is also going to be a little bit more affordable than a single family residence in many communities. Today we're going to go over those 5 things that you should be looking for when searching for a condo. So number 1 is location, and that's going to be the same thing for all of your search criteria, whether you're looking for a rental property, a single family residence, but location is key. And if you're in an area like Southern California where rental prices are high and costs to buy a home are high, you might say, why would I buy a home if I'm going to have to pay HOA fees if I can just rent in an apartment complex instead? Well, you are going to get your own investment when you're purchasing a condo. So you're paying into your own investment as opposed to paying your rent each month where you're not saving any money. So that's something you want to think about. And when you're thinking about location, you have to think about what are the pros and cons of that location. Is it more expensive because of the location and the community, or is it a little bit more expensive because of the upgrades and how new the complex is? So one of the benefits of a condo is many times you're getting a newer unit than if you were looking in the same location for a single family residence. So if you're looking for a home and it's in a high priced area and all of the homes you're looking at are older and not renovated, and your key criteria is a home with some newer amenities, then you might want to start looking at a condo if you need to stay in that same budget. Number 2, the second thing that you should look at when searching for a condo is what I spoke about a little bit earlier, is the HOA amenities. The Homeowners Association is going to be different for every unit. Some places may be a higher HOA fee and some may be a lower HOA fee. You want to make sure that whatever your HOA fee is, you're getting the amenities that you're paying into. Some HOAs may cover gardening or water, or they may have a pool and a gym. Another thing that I think people forget about when searching for a condo and looking at the HOA amenities is looking at their reserves and making sure that the HOA has money put aside for any kind of problems that could happen down the road. Having a look at the reserves and the amenities of your HOA is just as important as the cost that the HOA is. So don't just look at the price and say, oh, I want the cheapest HOA payment possible, because you could be getting what you pay for, which could be nothing. So you want to make sure that your HOA is also giving you the amenities that are important to you. All right, number 3 is probably a priority on a lot of people's list, and that's laundry. So there's a lot of different styles. You have some units that have in-unit laundry, which is great. You know, you could have a stackable in the closet, or it could be a community laundry where it's coin-based or card-based. And so that's really important to look at, because if you hate going and getting coins for the laundry every single week to do your laundry, then that could be a problem. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what that unit and what that complex has to offer. And don't just think that you could buy a washer and dryer and put it in, because not all HOAs will allow for that. What is the laundry situation? Can you put in a washer and dryer down the road if that's your plan? And if not, what are the other options? Number 4, parking. So parking is on everyone's list, especially if you're on a busy street. You want to make sure that you have parking. And If you're not on a busy street and you pull up to the place when you visit it, just keep in mind that that could be a less busy time of day and that the parking on the street fills up quickly. So you want to make sure that you have a designated parking spot within your community, because that parking spot could be crucial when you get home from work late at night and you have no spot to go to. So you're going to want to pay attention to how many parking spots does it offer. Is it a closed garage? Is it just a parking spot in the parking lot outside? What is the parking like for visitors? So those are all questions you want to be asking and finding out before going into contract on your purchase. And finally, number 5, community. So community aspect of looking in a condo can mean quite a few different things. You have the community that you're living within the condo in, so that could be a larger community, or it could be a smaller community, it could be a 4-unit complex, it could be a 140-unit complex. You have to figure out what's important to you in that aspect. You also want to know, is the complex a ratio of owners to renters, and what is that ratio? Because you know, if somebody owns their unit right next door to you, is that a priority to you, or are you okay with somebody renting it out next door? The other thing within community is you just want to know that everybody's on the same page as far as what they're looking for within the community. Is there barbecues? Is there playground? Is there more equipment for younger kids if you have younger kids? Is it dog friendly? Is it, you know, what is important in your search, and does that community fit the community you're looking for? I'm Cinman with RE/MAX Estate Properties. If you're searching for a condo or you would like to begin the process within the next year, feel free to comment below or shoot me a message, and I'd love to help you get going in the process.